Hello, my name is Paula. I work for Cheshire Libraries and I would like to tell you about a book I love. My chosen book is this one. It's called The Life of Stuff, Possessions, Obsessions and the Mess We Leave Behind. It's written by Susanna and published by Black Swan. The reason I chose this book was because of the unusual title and the choice of words, Life of Stuff and Mess We Leave Behind, which really intrigued me. Initially, I thought it was about the increasing problem of non-recyclable waste which people throw away. I realised a few pages in that it's not about that at all. This book is part biography and family history and part investigation into the reasons why people hold on to and attach significance to items in their lives, which in extreme cases can result in hoarding. The biographical aspect is a very touching tribute to the author's late mother. Her mother was an extreme hoarder, and the author feels that she never had a close relationship with her. After her mother dies, the author is tasked with clearing out her mother's hoard from her home. Determined to make sense of the distant nature of their relationship, the author searches for the reasons within some of the many items her mother chose to hoard in her house. This results in a research of her family history and also leads to a study of the psychology of hoarding. In doing this, she discovered that in her mother's case, the two were inextricably linked. Another reason this book appeals to me is because I have a keen interest in psychology and I'm fascinated by human behaviour and the reasons why we think and behave as we do. Hoarding is a condition which has existed for many years, but has really only come to light during the past decade or so, with the emergence of reality TV programmes focusing on individuals with the condition and books instructing us on the art of decluttering. In this book, however, the author has dug a little bit deeper with her research, which reveals more profound psychological reasons attached to extreme hoarding, which are both intriguing and very interesting. This book's definitely relevant to me because although I'm not a hoarder, I am inclined to hang on to stuff or items such as old keys, birthday cards and holiday souvenirs, just in case I find a use for them in the future or because I attach emotional value to them. I also found it very interesting that the author also talks about a more recent hoarding phenomenon which applies to non-physical items stored on electronic devices such as files, emails and documents. I read this book quite recently, about 4 or 5 months ago, and I think it was great timing in my case because it gave me the boost I needed to get rid of clutter, both physical items and electronic data I'd been hanging on to for years. With the isolation in place, I actually had time to get on with it. This book was shortlisted for the James Tate Black Biography Prize in 2019. It is beautifully written, really sensitive and personal, and it's one of those books that you think about long after you've read it. I recommend this book for anyone who's interested in psychology, biographies, and for anyone who's inclined to hang on to stuff. This may be the book which helps you declutter your life like it did for me. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you've been inspired to read this book and any of the others we've talked about on Books I Love from Cheshire Libraries. Look out for more coming soon. Bye bye.